Hey everyone, Joe here. Here's the second part of the CGC PGX crossover program. I guess the CGC program. It just so happens that all of my books are PGX. I have 5 books here, and these were all sent to, again, for the crossover program, which ends tomorrow. You need to postmark them by February 1st, and actually it doesn't end, but they will no longer be doing pre-screening, and no longer $10 if it grades lower. I think they're just at discounted prices now. But the pre-screen is very nice, a nice feature. So if you can get them out, I've been trying to get more books out. I just can't get around to it. It's such, their website is very slow moving, and you have to pack them. It's for me, it's a process. So, and plus, I'm not sure if I want to, as you'll see by these results. So if you saw my first video, you saw that a lot of them came back either under or the same grade. These 5 were all pressed. CGC charges a lot to press. I think they're $150. So, yeah, my thinking right now is, again, looking at the way these came back, is it's probably cheaper to get it pressed on your own for 15 bucks, and then send it in and just pay their regular price, and it would be cheaper. But so here's the first one, Amazing Spider-Man number 5. This was a PGX 4.5 and came back a 4.5 after pressing. I think I forgot, I don't have the paper right here of what they said the grade, the pre-grade was, but they were probably estimating 3.5 to 4.0. Second one is Amazing Spider-Man number 6. This got pressed and actually went down a grade, or a half point. This was a 4.5 PGX, and it went down to a 4.0. Looking at these, I really can't argue with the grades. These half points are always difficult. So, it wasn't crazy, the PGX grades, but I mean, they were pressed and they came back the same and below. Next is Batman 181. First appearance of Poison Ivy. And this is a 5.0 now. And this was, I believe this was a 5.5 PGX. So again, pressed and went down a half a point. So, yeah, it's better. I'm still happy I had it pressed and got the 5.0 rather than get it back and have it go from a 5.5 down to a 4.5. But just, really taking it on the chin on these. The next 2 went up. Amazing Spider-Man 300. This was a PGX 9.2, and after a pressing, it went up to a 9.4. It looks like it has a little glare. Hopefully you can see that. So that's a nice little bump up for this book. And this one too, I really didn't look at the price differences of these increased grades. So again, not sure overall if I was to sell these 5 books now, if I would have been better off just selling them as PGXs for a lower amount. But here we have Amazing Spider-Man 129. This was a PGX 5.0, and after press, it is a 5.5. So I'm pretty sure this one probably adds a couple $100, being a CGC 5.5 over a PGX 5.0. And that's what we have. Again, I have a ton of PGX books over the years. I probably have another 50 and I've been going through them to see what I want to send in for the crossover, and you know, if I'm stuck. Hopefully somebody out there could give their opinion. You know, right now I'm just kind of tired of all grading companies, and some of the books I may crack open because really I just don't like looking at the PGX slabs anymore because of some of the things I got back. You know, the grades just not being correct, and some I may just crack out and put in a Mylar and put in a top loader and, you know, have it that way. And others I am still considering sending in. I'm trying to think of one offhand that I would really like. Yeah, I can't think of any offhand that I want to send in. So, and I have a Batman Adventures 12 in a CBCS 9.6. That one, again, I did show it in a video when I received it. The only flaw was some light creases on the spine that do not break color. So that one I would like to send in before tomorrow so that it gets a pre-grade. And you know, if they say that it may be a 9.6 and 9.8, you know, I'd have them do it. I may even consider if they say pressing would make it a 9.8, I may consider that, because those two, you know, the price difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 is like $700 compared to $2,000. So it would be worth it there. But again, it's if I have the time to get everything together, packed, and get it out by tomorrow. So anyway, you know, my overall impression. Oh, one other thing about the CGC, and this is really surprising. I touched on it last video, but they got all done, got all my books back, did the final billing, and they had overcharged. They charged me regular prices for everything. I had to call back, talk to their accountant, which was a really nice guy. I believe his name was Jose. Super guy. And I had to go through all the books and let him know which ones graded lower. And then he gave me a credit, which was hundreds of dollars, many hundreds of dollars, because, again, I sent in 22 books, and I think 5 or 6 or 7 of them were walkthroughs. So, you know, overall, I spent a lot of money here. Probably could have bought, you know, a really nice Silver Age key book for the money I spent on regrading. I just feel like I need to correct my mistakes of the past by having big books graded by PGX. And all of my, you know, really big books have been corrected now. Like I said, I do have a lot of others, but, you know, we're not talking about mega keys. So just really surprising that I had to call back and, you know, talk to someone in accounting to have that done. They did it. It was no problem. They were super nice about it. It just shouldn't have had to be done. They should bill when things are graded at the correct rates, not bill retail and then, you know, credit it back. I'm sure there's a handful of people that aren't going to notice and just, you know, pay the retail on these. So anyway, overall experience with CGC was very good, very responsive, very nice people. My grades, not so good. Some of them, again, some I don't agree with. I think they were very harsh grading. I don't know if they do these quicker and maybe don't give them the time that they normally do, or maybe they're just overworked overall and you know, just aren't putting the right amount of time into it. But, you know, some of the books I got back where they graded lower, just, yeah, I've been collecting for 40 years, and you know, I just don't agree with them. So anyway, whether I send out more books or not is to be seen. But you know, my recommendation would be, if you do have big key books worth over $500 or so that are PGX books, probably worth it to send them out. Even if you can't get them out by tomorrow, you know, to send them out and get them done at half price. Again, after tomorrow, no pre-grades, and so that means any book you send in, they are going to regrade. You're not going to get the option of telling them not to regrade it. And that's it. Quick video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.